Hey, everybody. Welcome. It's the Self-Indulgent Podcast, episode 3-something. I don't know. Andy T is here. Hey there, Andy T.
Hi.
How you doing, man?
Pretty well.
Good to hear from you. We're back from a break. Did you bring your drops today?
Bottom side.
Yeah, you did. Hold on while I rock out for a sec. Yeah. Do you know that's me on the guitar? It's not really me. I'm lying. It's our friend Randy. Welcome to the show. It's good to be back. We had a week off. I went back to Illinois. Had a Thanksgiving there. Had an Illinois Thanksgiving. Very good times. But you know, we're here. We're gonna talk some shit. We're gonna have fun, everybody. Hello, everybody in the chat right now. Let's see what we got. We're already getting stuff. So Andy T is here. How you doing, man?
Good.
Good to hear from you. I mean, I just saw you in person in Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
We hung out. We had fun. We're gonna talk about today. What are we gonna talk about? Oh, we got a little Al Nation update. It's a tiny one. Just a little tiny Al Nation update. You know, and if you're new to the show, just buckle up. We're going to talk about some guys you might not know, but just, again, I've used this analogy before, but I think it works well. It's like you're sitting down and watching a new TV show, and you're not going to know who everybody is yet, but you will. You'll get to know them. You'll love these characters. And just like you love Jon Snow or, you know, I don't know what all these people are calling or watching these days. The kid, you know, the toothless kid from Stranger Things. It's just like being introduced to these new guys. Al Nation.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna
Walter White.
Walter White, exactly. Greg the Virgin. Okay. Gilligan. Okay. They're all one and the same. Rick and Morty. You know what? Greg the Virgin might be the new Rick and Morty. You don't know yet. You haven't sat through it.
I don't even know what that means.
What do you mean?
He might be the new Rick and Morty?
Yeah.
His show? His channel?
I mean, he might be the new sensation is what I'm saying. Greg the Virgin, the guy that's on the show.
Okay.
You don't like...
Let's just move on.
Okay, fine. Anyway. Buckle up. We're going to talk a little bit about Al Nation. He's invented everything. We just got a little clip of that. We got an update on Dave Anthony's Thanksgiving. Oh, and his... I started just searching anything. Okay, we'll get into it in a bit. Dave Anthony from the Dollop Podcast. A little bit of my trip. We'll talk about some Grampy stories. You know, everyone loves a Grampy story. He's 96 and he's got loose lips. Eminem is still being lame. Where's my...
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
That's my new favorite drop.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot. If you don't know what that is, that's the beginning of one of his recent freestyles. And boy, was that shit. Okay? Poor Eminem doesn't know what to do with himself anymore.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
Coffee is hot. I got coffee right here. Let's see. Yep, that's hot. And what else we got? We got some other things. We'll get into it. But let's talk about Al Nation. My man, Al Nation. How do I find this? I always forget to get his intro. Let's get his intro going. If you don't know who Al Nation is, he's a guy on Periscope. He talks a lot of trash. I guess we're enemies, you know? Arch nemesises. He doesn't even like to bring me up anymore because he's so afraid of me. You know, he's scared to death, this Al Nation. He doesn't know what to do. Anytime someone brings me up in his chat room, he flips. He made a whole Periscope on one person that chats in my room, calling them Two-Face. Won't do a Periscope about me anymore because of how afraid he is, but he'll do it based on people in my chat. Can you imagine this man's going through my chat room, sifting through it like he's auditing me? You know?
Yep.
Can you imagine a man doing that? A grown man. He's 45.
I can.
He might be 58. We don't know. I don't know how old this man is. But he's
40 something.
He's auditing. He's auditing my chat. I can't approve that. And then he acts like he doesn't watch. We know you watching.
You lying.
Oh, you lying, Al Nation. We know it. We know you watch it all. So, welcome to the show. We know you're a fan. Let's get his, Hold on, sorry. I gotta pull it over here. So, it's got a little video come with it, you know? It's got to be shown to the public. I perform that that's my karaoke.
Song.
That's my karaoke song. All right. That's my karaoke. That's my go-to. He's got a big heart and he hates wheels, okay? That's all you need to know about him. But a new thing that he's been doing, I don't know if it's new, maybe it's new to me. He's been claiming he invents everything. Have you seen this? He's been claiming he invented, scoping a scope, he calls it.
Dark scopes.
Dark scopes. He invented he would put so this is revolutionary, groundbreaking. He's a pioneer. He would put his so Periscope, live streaming app if you don't know. He would put his camera on a box of old donut holes and then just give everyone a what for, you know? He would just he would put a video camera on. That's what he does. He rants about people that they got it coming. I'm a truth teller. So I got a little taste.
He invented donut hole scopes.
He invented donut hole scopes.
Donut hole box tripod scopes. I mean, that might be true.
I don't know. You know what? That is a piece of originality. I've never seen a man do that. Film a box of old donut holes and then, rant about Greg the Virgin or whatever. Excuse me. We'll talk to Greg. We also got some words of wisdom with Greg and all that stuff. So we'll talk about that all too. So let me get to, let's get to this little clip we got here. This is okay. My favorite part about this is he's showing his face. He's showing his face in this one. Whoa! What
sunglasses, the backwards hat.
What a cutie!
So, looks like a little boy.
If you are an audio listener, what we're looking at here is a man in his house. He's got a picture of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. He probably got it at IKEA back there.
Oh wow!
And there's a beam in the middle of the room. You don't want a beam in the middle of your room. That's bad news. So wait, he's broadcasting in his kitchen here?
Why is there a beam in the middle of his room?
Yeah, what the?
Is he in a basement?
Is that is this a kitchen basement? What is this over here? Is that a Keurig behind him? I can't tell. That's a basement, everyone says. Oh, shit. I don't like to be that cliche guy where you go, yo, you're living in your mom's basement. We've all heard it a trillion times. What's that, Andy? Oh, shit. Andy's turning him back into a robot. This ain't good. Hold on, guys. Fuck! I just opened Premiere. No, Premiere! You take up too many resources! No, Premiere! God damn it. Premiere's open and it's taking up all my CPU. All right, give me Discord back up here. Let me see if I can get Andy back on the line. We're going to leave that call. We're going to call him right back. Yo, Andy. You alive, bro? Andy? Shit. Oh, Andy, to you leave the call, maybe. Hello? There's no way that could fuck Andy. He's boring anyway. How dare you? Cold as ice. Okay, let's try this again. We're going to call him back. Okay, I'm calling him. Andy T? Dude, this ain't cool. This ain't cool one bit. We're in the middle of talking about Al Nation. I can't hear Andy T's input. Oh my God. This is
Yep.
There he is. I hear you, buddy.
Carbly.
There we go. Whew. That was a close one. I thought you died. Are you alive, though?
Mostly robot.
You're mostly robot. So you're not really alive. Anyway, let's get back to what we were looking at here. Do I need to share the screen with you again?
Yeah, share it again.
There you go. You see that cutie right there?
Mm-hmm.
There he is. Look at that man. So anyway, let's get back to looking at Al Nation here. So anyway, he's in a basement wearing sunglasses, first of all. Sunglasses, a backwards hat with a Velcro strip. Dude, only 8-year-olds wear that Velcro stripped hat. What, you can't figure out how to snap back? You don't know what a snapback works? Come
Plus
on.
the tip of his head, I mean, it just draws more attention to the weird, like, pinhead.
It really does. Yeah, the hat has a huge gaping hole in the front of it here, and you're seeing too much forehead. The sunglasses are from honestly, they're from 92.
Really should just wear, like, a hat that comes out. I don't know what hats are.
I think he should
wear a derby. I don't know.
Oh, he should wear a derby, huh?
You a derby.
He should be wearing a doiby. So, anyway, I don't like to be this guy that does these hacky things where it's like he's living in his mom's basement. But this might be accurate.
I'm gonna go with he's got a kitchenette in his basement. All right, no big deal.
You think it's his basement?
Yeah, in his house.
You think so?
He's in Canada, bro.
I don't even know what that means. Everybody got houses in Canada?
Get some square footage in a house in Canada, probably. I don't know.
Maybe. I bet Al looks amazing in a fedora. I think he needs to do a fashion show because this isn't working for me. You know? Anyway, he's got a lot of tood here. You can tell. He's wearing his sunglasses inside. And that's my favorite. We used to know this guy. I forgot his name. Isaiah? I don't know. He's in the band.
He's wear him on his head.
Oh, that's right.
He would wear him all the time, too.
So, I was in a band, okay, when I was a kid. And let me tell you, I knew some other guys in bands, okay? And one of these guys was the lead singer of the band. Isaiah, I think his name was. And he would wear sunglasses everywhere or on top of his head. And his hair was always wet looking. Always looking like wet hair. These guys,
but they were like gradient, like yellow glass.
and he always wore an all denim outfit. Yes, Allie says the denim guy. Yes, the all denim outfit. And I'm trying to remember one of the lyrics to his songs. Something about it was all about zodiac signs. He would sing about zodiac signs, like the Aquarius child taking over for the Sagittarius man or some shit. I don't remember it. Anyway. I forgot why I talked that out. Oh, because he wore his sunglasses inside. He was Al Nationing. Anyway, let's hear what Al Nation has invented.
He says, I did it first, which is just a fact. Just saying. The glasses and the hat.
He did it first, Andy T. Fact.
First, which is just a fact. Just saying. The glasses and the hat and shit. First, y'all just copy me technically because this is on here way before y'all.
Y'all. What? The guy? Is this? You know what I love about Periscope? The people. You think it's a troll?
You can't actually think that.
I think he does. I think he thinks
I wore sunglasses and hat first.
I was the first one on the planet to wear anything like this and show the forehead. He invented...
Leaning Tower of Pisa in the background? I invented that.
I invented shopping at IKEA. Is that a mini fridge behind him? What's going on? There's no way he's decorating like that with the... So there's like a vase in the background with like peacock feathers or some shit in there. No way that's Al Nation's decorations. No way. I'm not buying it. Anyway, he invented this. You think he's trolling? Maybe he is. Maybe he's being a goofball.
Just copy me technically because this is on here way before y'all.
Oh yeah. So anyway, this is my favorite thing about Periscope is all these people that have no like I like a lot of people on this app, but there's this whole like group, this little corner group that just has this weird ego about Periscope, like they're bigger than they actually are. It's bizarre. It's very bizarre.
Oh, just saying. Need a beer? No, I don't need I definitely don't need a beer. I used to have a beard a long time ago.
I invented beards. You know, growing hair on your face, I invented it. I invented that.
I invented the beard scope.
Invented the beard scope, where you just put your phone on the bottom of your beard and let the beard do the talking. And then I give some haters a what for.
Yes, I invented this on Periscope. True story. Just facts. Sorry. Facts.
I also love his new choice of music. There's just Stevie Ray Vaughan just fucking shredding in the background. That's not even a recording. He actually has Stevie Ray Vaughan in his fucking basement playing on a fucking Fender amp, or yeah, on a PV amp. I don't know what he uses. Probably uses like a Les Paul or some shit. I don't know what Stevie Ray Vaughan plays.
Facts. Sorry. Facts. Scope and a scope.
Scope and a scope. He did that too. I bet it. Yeah, I bet Al Nation invented electric guitars, invented Stevie Ray Vaughan as well, and PV amps. So there you go. That was just a little update. His Twitter's a crazy world too, but I got this whole scope. I haven't gone through it. It's an hour and a half. Do you really want to sit through an hour and a half of Al? You know what I'm saying?
No. I mean, you can see in the reflection of those glasses, it is pretty bright. So, I mean, you know.
Oh, yeah. His reasoning that he wears sunglasses is because his monitors are too bright. That's right. It's like staring into an eclipse. This man. Oh, you can kind of see what I'm trying to see what's in there. What is that? Oh.
A coat rack.
Is that a coat rack in his glasses?
Monitor.
A monitor.
Lamp.
I can see his favorites on YouTube. He's watching a lot of Elsa Gate. Creepy.
Got like a notepad with like everyone's comings and goings in your scopes.
Yeah, he's got a ledger. I bet he's got a little ledger full of databases. At this time, this person said this. And it won't even have anything to do with me or him. It'll just be like, yeah, I like going to the market. Oh, how dare he say that in Sean's scope. This guy
Who
likes,
says that?
I don't know. People go to the market. I don't know.
Fucking Wander always talk about going to the market.
Fucking Wander. Stop telling us about the market.
No one gives a shit.
Right. Cut it out. Al invented markets, okay? So if you're going to the market, you're being unoriginal. Anyway, he's been here before us all. I don't remember. I remember him. I'm trying to remember what I was going to remember. I'm trying to think if he said he invented something else too. I think he said he invented, I remember I was going on a thing where I was like, I started this too, but it was like I was trolling too. Maybe he's trolling. And someone goes, look at this. They said they start. So look what Al Nation said he started. And I went to him, and this is the first time I ever heard about Al Nation, right? And I went to his scope, and this man was wearing a top hat. Seriously, like a magician's top hat. And he had either a cape on or a Superman cape draped behind him. I can't remember. And he was saying that he invented using a microphone with scope. I'm the first one on this app actually doing this. And I had been doing it for months. For months. It was on the wall. Okay, people are saying it's on the wall. So you guys remember this. Draped behind him. Yeah, it wouldn't make sense. Well, how would I know it's a Superman cape if it's on him? You know what I mean? So yes, people say they remember it. Yeah, yes. He said he invented the microphone, and it's just tech equipment. How do you invent certain wires going into certain things? Yeah, and I started the microphone into my phone. Okay, all right. Nobody had ever done it before. I was here before.
I believe.
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, that's our little taste of Al Nation. I love him. He loves us. And let's get real quick to my man, another my man, Eminem. He's falling off, dude. I can't handle it.
Gotta hear
anymore.
that outro. Hold on.
Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry. We got to get to the Al Nation outro. Great call. Let's go to here. We'll go to there. You guys don't know what that is, but
You can give them to me too, at some point.
Oh, I should just give them to you so we can throw to him. Where the fuck did everything go? Oh,
I mean, you have to have the video one, I guess.
right. No, it's not that big of a deal. Al Nation. So there you go. Yeah, I like to think he's got a ledger, a Google Doc, just, keeping track. I can't believe a guy's got time for that stuff. And then he scopes it, though.
He knows about algorithms, so.
He invents algorithms. I forgot about that. You ever see that meme where it was like that lady and there's a bunch of like formulas in front of her face, and the meme is always like me trying to figure out this, and it's always like me trying to figure out tie my shoes. That's Al Nation trying to figure out new algorithms.
It's like that scene from The Hangover or whatever with all the numbers going in front of Zach Galifianakis' face.
That's Al. All right, so Eminem came out. And
What?
He didn't come out of the closet, except in that movie, Funny People. Eminem came out. I loved Eminem. I still want to love Eminem. And even after his freestyle, I was like, I'm going to give the album a chance. The freestyle blew. We all know that.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
Oh. It's an awfully hot coffee pot. Then the new single came out with Beyonce, and that one sucked. Did you hear that?
No.
It was so bad. Hold on. You got to just hear the end of the song. Eminem. It's that one. What is that
Just
song?
go play the coffee pot drop again.
Yeah.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
All that money he makes,
end.
he still never saw it. That's what I'll see. The end. All right, so this is called Walk on Water. I just want to get to the end where he is so obsessed. Okay. Take it easy, Beyonce. We know you can sing. Sometimes you're showing off. All right? Walk on water. Water isn't 18 syllables, Beyonce. Okay? Cut it out. Water is 2 syllables, not 18.
Decide if it's my final bow this time around, cause
Okay, I give up. There's a part where he just goes, I thought it was at the end of the song, but he goes, and I made Stan! And you're like, why? What does that have to do with any? He just screams that he made the song Stan. And it's like, why?
but when I do fall from these heights, though I'll be fine. I won't pout or cry or spiral down or whine, but I'll decide if it's my final bow this time around, cause
It's the last line, so
got a mic, I'm godlike, so me and you are not alike. Bitch, I wrote Stan.
you suck, dude.
I mean, you had to pick a 1-syllable song that he wrote, I guess.
I hear it one more time.
If I walked on a
Cause I'm just a man, but as long as I got a mic, I'm godlike, so me and you are not alike. Bitch, I wrote Stan.
Oh, well, I mean, Dido helped you with that, right? Like, he heard Dido's part and wrote a rap around. Right? You wrote Stan with Dido's help. Okay? It's over, Johnny. It's over.
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
If he just released an album with only that on it, I'd be pretty
I
happy.
wrote, it's an awfully hot coffee pot.
Yeah. Stan was good at the time. I was like, damn, that shit's deep. You know, I even liked Rap God. A lot of people hated the album that Rap God was on. I enjoyed it, and I loved Eminem, man. This hurts. This makes me sad. Anyway, he wrote that freestyle against Trump. Now, you can hate Trump all you want. This isn't about that. This is about a man losing his mind And here's his response after this.
Cypher.
So he was on the radio, right, on Shade 45 on Sirius XM. Let's just listen to this. This is even more embarrassing. He keeps embarrassing himself.
Were you extremely angry? If
I was
felt
and
it.
am still extremely angry.
Yes.
Okay, he's talking about during your freestyle against Trump. Did you hate? Were you angry? And so this is what he's got to say.
Extremely angry. If
I was
felt
and
it.
am still extremely angry.
Yes.
And I can't stand that motherfucker.
Sure.
I feel like he's not paying attention to me.
Why? You!
You talking about the coffee pot?
The coffee pot's not paying attention to me. I feel like he's not paying attention to me. That is a baby move. That sounds like a little kid. What are you doing? I mean, honestly.
Cypher, were you
Let's listen.
extremely angry? If
I was
felt
and
it.
am still extremely angry.
Yes.
And I can't stand that motherfucker.
Sure.
I feel like he's not paying attention to me.
Okay.
I was kind of waiting for him to say something.
Like his Twitter fingers, yeah.
Yeah, and for some reason, he didn't say anything.
Eminem, that's just trying too hard, dude. Sometimes I try to troll too hard. It's obvious, and they won't respond to me, right? That's what you're doing right here. You got to relax. I feel like...
I mean, he's got bigger fish to insult than Eminem at this point.
Remember in the freestyle, he's like, come at me! And we're like, is he want him to come back with a freestyle? He wants a tweet. That's what he wants. He wants a tweet. That's right. How embarrassing, though. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Right? And you just look at him here. Look at this face he's got going. He looks beaten down. He's a sad man.
Is he the one with the Yankees hat?
yeah, he's the black guy with the Yankees hat on, behind the white guy. Oh, it's a sad day. It's a sad day, but anyway, what are you gonna do? You got to move on. There's a new Eminem around the corner one day. I miss D12. Yeah, D12. Remember Purple Pills? That was a fun song. I got in trouble once because I looked up the lyrics because it was Purple Hills, right? The song's all about popping drugs and shooting people.
On the radio?
Yeah, but they changed it to Purple Hills. And I remember my mom going, look at this one. I can't describe the vibe I get when I drive by 6 people and 5 I hit. It's like a drive-by line. I was like, my mom, oh yeah, so I got home and these lyrics were printed out on the computer. And I was like, fuck, I'm in trouble now. They knew I was looking at, I wasn't supposed to listen to
You printed them out?
No, I went and looked up the lyrics because I knew it was Purple Hills. They changed it, and I was like, oh. And then I heard like, oh, it's actually Purple Pills, dude, and it's about crazier stuff. Like that, the radio version of that song is completely different than the CD version.
Do they still do that nowadays?
That's a good question. I used to like
Now they just like badly drop out the audio or something.
Yeah, I like DMX's. I remember DMX's. My favorite was DMX's censored shit because it was just, it wasn't beats.
dogs.
It was like barks, growls. All the censors were just barks and dog noises from a man. It wasn't even real dogs. It was just a man making dog noises. I think DMX was that man. But he came out with a new song. He did Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Did you hear
about that? I haven't heard it yet.
That's pretty funny. He growled through his. Yeah, that's exactly what he did. Anyway, Trump didn't respond. What was I talking about? I forgot. DMX has the best barks. He does have the best barks. What was I talking about? Damn it. Eminem, being a B. What are you going to do? So, I went back to Illinois. And I had Thanksgiving. And every year I do something. I'm not going to do it this year now. Oh, yeah, I was looking up lyrics. That's right. It doesn't matter. So I looked up the lyrics to D12's Purple Pills, and then it was in the history of the internet, and I got home on our internet browser, you know. And
Did you say this was when you were back visiting?
No, this was years, like when the song came out. Right. Sorry. That's what I was talking about.
You just brought that up. Like what?
Yeah. Sorry. Let's go back to what I was talking about. Someone reminded me in the chat what I was talking about. So what I was talking about was we looked up the lyrics to Purple Pills. I left, came home, and my parents printed it out and left it on the thing. And I was like, shit, I'm looking at bad songs. I guess I'm not allowed to look at these. I didn't even get grounded. They were just like, why are you listening to this kind of stuff? It's all about like taking Molly or ecstasy, and I didn't know. I just needed to see those lyrics. And now when I go back, my mom always asks, are you taking drugs all the time? Because of those lyrics I found. Not really.
Your response is?
Fuck yeah, Mom. I'm a partier. Rock out. And then she goes, that's my boy. So, anyway, let's get back to what I was saying.
Sounds about right.
So I went back for Thanksgiving. And I usually every year, I pull clips of people hating on Thanksgiving. I'm not doing it this year. Too many other people are doing that. I used to think it was funny when people would just scream. We already know the bad parts of the Thanksgiving history. We get it. But, like, I want to go home. I want to enjoy myself with friends, family. But we always get those people that are like, you're supporting genocide. That's what you're doing. You're supporting genocide. Anyway, I'm going to go home and eat too. And it's just like, relax, guys. Relax. Enjoy yourselves. You got to just bring it down for everybody, okay? But I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to play clips of people getting mad anymore.
What?
I can't. Everyone's doing it. It's happening too much. But anyway, I went back for Thanksgiving and I got on Twitter, and Dave Anthony, the Dollop podcast, okay? He's the host of the Dollop podcast. I don't like him. You shouldn't either. You should hate everything about this man. Anyway, got in a small, minor back and forth on Twitter once, and ever since then, I have been following this man and just see what he's about. Because I got friends that listen to the Dollop, and I don't really know what it is. They just tell me how great it is, and then I try to listen, and I don't like it. Okay? So anyway, I go and I check out. I'm on Twitter, and I follow him on Twitter. And so I noticed something about him when we were going back and forth is he called me stupid twice. He used the same insult on me twice. Not only stupid, but he like used it in the same way on me twice. I'm like, for a guy that's a comedian, you sure use the same insult a lot. And then I started looking more into this guy's Twitter feed. He calls everybody stupid and an idiot and a moron and obtuse. And so recently I just started to look up, so you can do advanced Twitter search. I look up Dave Anthony. Any word you can think of that makes him feel intellectually superior than other people, he's used it 1 trillion times. Okay? So I go on Twitter on Thanksgiving. I follow him. He's filling up my feed with arguments. And no lie, every time I'd go on Twitter, more and more of Dave Anthony. He spent his entire Thanksgiving arguing. And I look at calling people stupid. You're a moron. You're a fucking idiot. His whole Thanksgiving. And then when I click them, they're all eggs. He's arguing with eggs on Twitter. Like, just accounts that aren't really real people. Or they're real people, but they're just trolling around. And he's sitting there arguing with every single one of them. And I start going, I can't think of yeah, possibly bots. We don't know. But he's calling them all morons. You're a fucking idiot. You fucking moron. He uses moron all the time. He's so angry that he's spending his holiday. Right. And the greatest part about this is his bio says he doesn't read his ads, his mentions. I don't read my mentions, but I respond to whatever. He responds to them all. He doesn't read his mentions, but he responds to them all. So he is tweeting all day to eggs. This is what this man's doing on his Thanksgiving. I can't believe it. I'm not going to react to peasants. That's the mentality he puts forth with his bio. But then he still does. He can't handle himself. He's so angry, this man. So I tweet to him and I go, ha, 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 ha. I love that you're spending your Thanksgiving arguing with eggs all day. I can't imagine a more fitting holiday for Dave, you're stupid, Anthony. And then he's doing that all day. He's doing it all day. At the end of the night, I go and look. He deleted all of his arguments out of embarrassment, is what I'm assuming, because he doesn't want people knowing he's arguing with eggs. Okay? This is what Dave Anthony is up to. Your beloved hero on the fucking Dollop podcast. This guy is out of control. He can't control himself, this man. Can you imagine spending your whole day arguing with egg accounts? And if you don't know what an egg is, it's when you sign up for Twitter, your default picture is an egg. So these are people that have had their Twitter for so little of time, they haven't even changed their profile picture. And then, after spending all day arguing with eggs, you can't mass delete tweets. You have to click individually and delete each one by one. This is what this guy's doing on his Thanksgiving. That's what he's doing. Can you believe it?
Time well spent.
What's that?
Time well spent.
I can't believe he's doing that. It's hilarious. I do want to do it. Should we do a remember we thought he did delete he deleted his Twitter a while ago, and we're like, we're taking credit for that. Dude's got time to kill. I mean, just deleting tweets? That had to be 14 hours of him deleting. Must hate talking with his family. I'm assuming I'm assuming his family wants nothing to do with him because he's too busy calling them stupid for their opinions. Dave Anthony. Let's look him up. Let's just type stupid in and see what he's saying. Now, I don't like to look at what he is
Over.
I don't like
8 hours.
8 hours ago, November 26th. So I don't like to see what he's responding to. It's not important. But I do like to just see how many people he's talking to. So, 8 hours ago, you're hilariously stupid. November 26th, remarkably stupid.
Classic comeback.
November 25th, Medicaid, SNAP, housing vouchers, SSI, school meals, etc. Try to be less ridiculous. You won't look as stupid. November 24th, he is very, very stupid. Okay, now let's type in moron. Let's just type it in. I realize this man is obsessed with how smart he wants you to think he is. 6 hours ago, tell him he's a moron for me. November 29th, I didn't him either. Turns out every is not a tribal moron like you. Whoa. November 27th, if you think those things are fucked up, you're a moron.
He's heating up.
I don't know what he's saying here, or who he's replying to here. We're not, you fucking moron. This guy.
He's on fire.
November 24th, here you go, moron. That's because you're a moron. Pedoria is a fucking moron. It goes on. I'm just scrolling. Look, I'm scrolling. Look at all these morons.
After each one, he probably gets a little bit of satisfaction.
After
Got him.
Got him that time. Oh, that was
got him.
stupid. Let's try idiot. Let's just see what's going on with idiot. Or just being a racist. Shouldn't you be screaming at trans children? Or just being a racist idiot somewhere? How's destroying your career going? Okay. Kennedy, who I used to be friends with, who is now an incredible idiot because I disagree with him. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
I think you're confusing being a millennial with being a fucking idiot. Like, he doesn't stop this man. Let's just see if he has anything about calling. I'm going to type in smart.
You are not smart.
You are not smart. Sure, so keep overpaying for shitty internet and having it regulated and censored by private companies we have no control over. Smart. November 27th. He seems smart. November 27th. Smart. November 24th. You're smart. Oh Listen to this animal. Can you imagine how this guy is so insecure about how smart he is? This is really what it is. This is a peek into his brain. When I started looking up any word that has to do with insulting intelligence, this man's brain is always thinking of, I need to prove I'm smart. I need to prove I'm smart. And listen, I don't even care if you call a guy stupid. Ale Nation is not the smartest guy in the world. But this is a disease right here. This is his insecurities coming to the forefront.
It's hunting.
Yeah.
He's a fine.
He just needs to get it out of his body. And by the way, that idiot list and moron list and smart list would be much longer if he did not delete every single argumentative tweet that he made on Twitter or on Thanksgiving. Embarrassing behavior. So there you go. I mean, I can keep going with more. You can look up moron, dolt, obtuse. He's called them all it. Doesn't matter. Dave Anthony. Dave, you're stupid, Anthony. We might have to review his stand-up one of these days. I gotta see. He's got a new special. We did. Yeah, that was shitty. He's got a new special out, and I want to see if he calls people. I want to see how many references to smart and stupid people. That's what I need to see. So there you go, Dave Anthony. If you love the dollop, think again. Get him out of your life. He's toxic. He's bad news bears. This guy.
The dollop might not be bad.
It's garbage.
Because he just steals everything, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's an article about him plagiarizing. He doesn't respond anymore. I think I've been muted by him because ever since James Stevick, he's been on the show a billion times. He's a big fan of the dollop, right? And when I was arguing with him, James Stevick goes, I can't believe I'm watching Dave Anthony and Sean Lewin argue on Twitter, right, on my timeline right now. He goes, Dave, the guy full of anger, and Sean, the amazing troll, going at it head to head. And I was like, dude, you just outed me. And now all he has to do, and by the way, I'm not trolling Dave Anthony. That guy sucks. Okay? I'm being honest with Dave Anthony. And now all he can do all he has to say is, he's just a troll. Don't even worry about it. And so now I'm muted. So it doesn't matter. I still get responses from his fans that are always like, good one. I don't even know why you type good one out. At least like bash me. Just typing good one. It doesn't do any good one. That's what you say when you're like reaching for a comeback and you don't really have anything at first. You got to say good one. You know? Good one. All right. Okay, let's talk about Greg the Virgin. We got some words of wisdom with my man, Greg the Virgin. We'll go over these. So, if you remember last episode 2 weeks ago, SIP crew, a few weeks ago, we said there was some beef, there was some drama with Greg the Virgin. You know, there was a little drama. People, hold on, let me find this. This guy, Dan Fritz. Oops, I spelled that wrong. Not related to our man Scott Fritz in Alaska.
Fritz.
Yeah, a different Fritz. He put in the thing, he put in the SIP crew, which is our private Facebook group. Gregory, love the last food review, bro. If we could get a heavier breathing and more smacking noises, that'd be great. Thanks. Yours in Christ. Greg didn't like this. I don't get paid for this. If you don't like it, log off, blah, blah, blah. So, Greg comes to me and he says, Greg says to me, I'm going to take a break for a bit, which is fine. He does this from time to time. He always comes back. So then he says this. Oops. And let's read this one. This is a new one from Fritz. So Fritz heard the dramas, and he responds with, Well, I just listened to the latest step, and I can't help but feel partially responsible for Greg quitting the food reviews for now. So, as an act of repentance and love, I'd like to sponsor Greg's food reviews with a generous donations of $20 per review until I'm sick of giving him money. I'm a very rich businessman, and there's plenty more 20s where that came from. The only caveat is...
Seems legit.
Yeah, it's a legit business guy. Only a business guy would say that.
I'm a very rich businessman. Pardon me.
Excuse me, sir. And there'll be plenty more where the 20s came from. Very funny. The only caveat is to this is that the reviews must restart immediately. Uh-oh. We don't have one. I wasn't sent a review. All right. Not next year, not in a few months, but right now. Otherwise, you'll not be getting a motherfucking dime from me. Also, if I'm allowed to choose what food Greg reviews, I'll throw in another $5. That's a whopping $25 per review. God damn, that's some fucking cheddar. I'm very serious about this once-in-a-lifetime offer. I demand a response by end of day or no deal. Greg responds, you know what? I think I'd be down for that. Oh,
God.
He then says, Fritz responds a little bit later. I'm very excited to reveal, to say a deal has been made and you will see a return of Greg's food review next week. It is next week. I don't have a food review. I got words of wisdom. I don't know if that's going to count. And let me tell you, Greg, if he doesn't pay up, well, I mean, you're already breaking the deal here, so he might not pay up. I got nothing to do with this guy. This guy's a third party. You're striking deals with him, okay? Don't tattle on him for me, you know?
I mean, over the last week, there's probably been a little bit of food eaten, I'm guessing.
I mean, it was Thanksgiving.
He could have made a review.
He could have did a Thanksgiving food review. Anyway, he didn't give me one. But we do have some words of wisdom, and maybe this will satiate Businessman Fritz, as we're going to call him now. Businessman Fritz. We got Wild Man Fritz,
man.
And we got Businessman Fritz. So we got 3 words of wisdom today.
Let's check it out.
Let's check it out. This is an awfully hot feud they got. Yeah, it sure is. All right, here's his first word.
If you have done something to somebody else, and then they do it back to you, you shouldn't get mad or upset. You shouldn't. But we do. And that is what we call hypocrisy.
And he takes a self-satisfied sip with his pinky up out of his fucking 20-ounce Pepsi bottle.
Wow.
Gotta love it. Love me some Greg. How do you feel? That's some words of wisdom right there. And I like that he kind of owns up to it. You shouldn't do this, but you do.
That's an awfully hot wisdom drop.
All right, let's check. We got a couple more of these.
More words of wisdom. If they want you to see you bad enough, make them wait.
Oh, shit. It's only a 10. Oh, maybe that's what he's doing here with the food reviews. He's playing a game with us. Oh, shit. Make him wait. We got one more here.
Game with Businessman Fritz's money.
What's that? Yeah,
playing a game with Businessman Fritz's money.
Yeah.
Here's some words of wisdom for you.
Yeah, he did look like he was about to be interrupted by a coworker in that last one.
Here's some words of wisdom for you. If we can do it well, never do it for free.
Dude, he's talking about the food reviews. Is he big time in us? He's going to start demanding dollars, this guy.
So he thinks he's doing it well, does he?
Maybe. All right. So there you go. That's Greg the Virgin's words of wisdom. Those are negotiation tactics. Oh, I do want to make... Oh, shit. SIP family update. Okay. I do need to give it a little announcement. SIP family, which is our bonus content section, selfindulgentpodcast.com. So we're going to stop doing the bonus episodes every week, which was, and we were charging $6 a month for this bonus content section. We're going to stop doing bonus content section, but I'm leaving the previous 8 years of episodes behind a paywall, and it is going to be $3 a month now if you want a part of that. All that money will go back into the show. It helps the show, and we'll be able to do like cool guy contests and all like that. I heard some people came to me and go, you know what, Shaun? I don't care if you're not doing bonus episodes. I want to pay the $6 a month. That's you can do that. You can keep doing that, and I appreciate that. So if that's the case, you can just continue. And what I did is I promised you if you got charged in November for the bonus, I would refund you, which is what I did. I refunded everybody that got charged in November. And if you didn't, let me know. I may have missed you, but I believe I got everybody. But if this continues without you canceling, we're just going to assume that this is still donations. I gave you a month. I've been warning you. I refunded you. I think that's fair. I'm a fair man. Do you think that's fair, Andy T?
I mean, you're telling people.
I'm telling them.
Assuming they're paying for it and also listening.
Right. They're being fair.
Great job, Shaun. I think you're doing a wonderful job. Godspeed.
That's Al Nation. Did you know Al Nation left me a voicemail that said that?
He also said that I sucked. That's the same guy.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. What the fuck is Andy T?
Great job, Shaun. I think you're doing a wonderful job. Godspeed.
That guy left like voicemails bashing you.
Mm-hmm. Missed that.
Good times. So I went back. To Illinois. I flew Spirit. I always get sucked into Spirit because I'm a cheapo, and I'm still a little poor here. I'm not poor, but you know, $200 less on an airline ticket is so tempting, and I bite every time. I gotta stop. I just gotta pay the extra $200, you know. But I flew Spirit, but they have completely embraced how shitty they are. They're leaning into it big time. First of all, we almost got in trouble on our first flight on the way in. We brought our own booze on, which I guess you're not allowed to do. We brought our own mini bottles of booze. Who the fuck flies Spirit? Apparently everyone, because they're the fastest growing airline in the country. Did you know that? They're the fastest growing airline. Oh,
how? Because they're cheap, I guess.
Because they're cheap, and we all fall for it. On the way home, we counted 3 or 4 people getting in verbal arguments with these guys. So anyway, well, I'll tell you it in order. So, Spirit is completely embraced how shitty they are. First of all, you know how they do the on-plane announcements, you know? It's like, hey, we got...
Safety.
Yeah, use your seatbelt. Throughout the whole thing, he had a little gag where it was essentially like, we don't want to be here either. The whole time he's doing like a bit, like he's a comedian. I don't know if it's the pilot does that part, or it's the stewardess, or who, I don't know, the flight attendant that gives the announcements over the intercom. But they were the whole time he was talking about how shitty they are, right? So then we bring our own booze on. Allie has her booze on her thing, and we didn't know that it's illegal to bring booze on the plane. I didn't know this. It's not, actually, it's not. We looked it up. What's the legal amount of booze you can bring on? And you can bring on mini bottles because they're below the thing, but you're not allowed to drink them on the plane. I didn't know this was a law. So anyway, Spirit charges for everything. It charges for water on there. You can't even get you can't even get water for free on Spirit. And so we buy some Diet Cokes for our mini bottles. I had some Sailor J's, you know. Immediately, this lady sees it and goes, I need to confiscate that right now. And, oh, yeah, and before this, this is what Spirit does, and it drives me nuts. We sat, they never tell you when they're late. They never tell you when they're running late. I'm sitting there looking at my departure time going, it's 10 minutes past this time. Why are we still sitting on the tarmac? And they didn't have air conditioning on this. We can't turn on the second engine because we're not in the air, so we don't have air conditioning. It was 85 degrees here when we did that. It was nuts. So it was horrible. We sat there for like 45 minutes, no air conditioning. I'm sitting next to a blob man. He's huge. And he lifted the armrest between us so he could spill into my seat. And he kept bumping me. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Put this man in the luggage. They should have checked this man. Put him under the plane. Check him, put a tag on him, and someone can claim him afterwards. Good Lord. So we're sitting next to Blob Man. He's spilling over. It's 85 degrees. It ain't smelling nice in there. Put him on the wing. Well, you're going to have to put one on the other side of the wing or it'll weigh it down. So, anyway, she goes, I got to confiscate that. Allie is pissed. You made us wait. We're already late. We sat in 85 degrees. Can you just let me have my drink? It's like, no, it's illegal. Look at this. It's illegal. Oh, yeah, they wouldn't even let us up to pee. They were telling people you couldn't pee, and I was like, if you got to pee, just get up and go pee. Because the seatbelt light's on. This seatbelt light. The seatbelt light comes on, everybody's got to sit, and then the stewardesses can dance through the aisles. I hate them. I hate them all. So, anyway, I need to confiscate that. And we're like, why? Allie's arguing with them. And then she turns into immediately non-listen mode, like her adrenaline's pumping so much, she's got to go, if you don't want to give it to me, we'll have the court marshal, or the marshals, U.S. Marshal waiting for you as soon as we get off. And you're going to get fined. She goes, you're going to get fined $250,000. $250,000 is what this woman lies to us about. And I go, I immediately go, 250,000? She didn't listen to me about that. $250,000? Shut up. That is not the law. And I even doubted that it was the law. I thought it was like a spirit rule, so they could make you buy their booze, you know. But it is the law, apparently. I looked it up. And the charges is like $1,100. It's not $250K. $250K is nothing for a businessman flying Spirit. Good comments, Saul.
All right, I'll just take one of your small bottles. Then how much? $250,000.
Yeah. So she took them, and she's like, "You can pick them up afterwards." So I made sure I got them back. You know, I already had a glass full, and she wouldn't let me drink it. Of Sailor Jerry's, fucker.
So you're just trying to pop them right in front of her?
No, she snuck up on us. We didn't know, but I still had some under my leg. I got them in anyway. Suck it, nice. Bitch. You know, I got away with it.
Got her.
So I had extra Sailor J's. I knew this shit was. I bought extras because I knew what was going down. Yeah, pick this up after class. This is why you hide shit in your luggage. Yeah, well, yeah. After that, now I know. I'm just gonna be pouring underneath my little tray table. Anyway.
Chug it in the bathroom.
Yeah, like a real addict, like a real alcoholic. I can't believe these people. Some of these people care so much. You know what it is? It's the power you get. You know when we worked at the movie theater and it was funny to just tell kids not to run, even though it didn't really fucking matter. It's the same thing. Same thing. Except, man, she was really like, it was really kind of weird because she wasn't listening and she was just kind of like, no, you need to do it now. And it was like someone was like getting in a fight with her, and we're like, okay, relax, calm down. Anyway, then on the way home, we counted 3 or 4 people arguing with cashiers in line. There was a guy just yelling at people as we were trying to check our luggage. They hated each other. So I wrote down some of this. Multiple cashiers arguing with customers at the same time. Yeah, there were 2 at the same time arguing. One at one register, the other one at the other one. One lady just said to a man, "You're yelling at me, so I refuse to serve you." And he had luggage that needed to be checked. I didn't hear him yelling at all. I heard her yelling. And I don't need, so, and he goes, well, are you serious? I'm not going to leave. I got to check my luggage. She just goes over to another register and goes, next. And he's like, can you please help me? Next.
Oh,
someone,
God.
Yeah. So then someone walks up. He goes to another cashier. Now the lady that he had originally argued with, while she's helping the new customer, is arguing back and forth with this man while he's being helped by another cashier. It was embarrassing. And the arguings happened while the bags were being checked. Then in line at the airplane, the lady was being a B to someone else. They're arguing with a different lady. Just nonstop arguing.
They checked his luggage. Then she argued with his luggage.
So yeah, the pilots thought they were hilarious. So there you go. That is ooh. You all right?
Oof.
What was
Okay.
that?
Oof.
Ouch. My brain got shooken from that. But that was going on in spirit, you know. My grandpa's still talking crazy shit. Did I tell you this one? So first of all, we got pizza. And my grandpa's grumpy. He's 96 years old. He's an angry man, okay? We got pizza. We're Snapchatting it. And he's like, hey, let me have some pizza. I'm like, hold on, Grandpa. We don't want to, like, you know, you want a full pizza to Snapchat. You want the full circle. It needs to look good. And he's like, he just yells at us. He goes, God damn it, I'm trying to eat. You guys are going to the damn movies. That's what he says. Going to the damn movies is what he says.
That's great. I mean, he's not wrong.
No, he's not wrong.
Fucking eat the pizza.
And then then this one was really weird. We go out to eat. We go out to breakfast with it's me, my mom, my dad, and my grandpa. And we get seated by this lady. The waitress seats us, and he looks at her and goes, "You hear about what's going on with this Weinstein guy?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, why is he bringing up Weinstein?" And she looks at him and goes, yeah. And then he points at me and goes, that's his best friend.
What?
Yeah. What the fuck, Grandpa? How dare you?
I taught him everything he knows.
That's his best friend, he said. Good Lord.
Got you good.
Got me good. Ugh. And anytime you try to help this guy, he's 96, so he's like, got a cane, and I'm like, Grandpa, you want to help into the car? No, if I fall, I fall.
Fuck you.
I'm not dead yet, but if I fall, it's meant to be. And Grandpa, we don't want you to fall, though. All right. All right.
I regret nothing.
That's him falling. Ah! Hip shatters. But yeah, that's us. I got some footage, so we'll do a vlog. I'm gonna edit it together for a vlog, so that'll be out in 8 years. Takes me a while to get to those things, but we'll get to it. Don't worry.
On Poop Block Jones?
Yeah, I'm Poop. I got a channel on YouTube called Poop Block.
Yeah, you never plugged that on here.
Yeah, Poop Block Jones. I was just experimenting with video stuff. Poop Block, one word, space Jones. Look it up, and it's got Haley Joe Osment as the default pick. So look it up. There's some vlogs on there. There's some me playing a game, some games. I'm trying to think what else there is. Oh yeah, the Kids Called Jesus video is up to almost 40K. I get a comment about that video 3 times a week still. Mad that I am making fun of Jesus. So I'm not. Just follow Poop Block Jones. It's fun. And anyway, what else do we got here? Lil Sassy. Should we get back into Lil Sassy? It's never too late to get back into Lil Sassy here.
What up? Here we go. Guys and
Hold on.
More parking lots, more beautiful scenery.
So Lil Sassy is a girl that's been on here. She did a song, Hey What? Hey Computer, because it's on my other computer and I don't play it often. But it's a beat. That's a hit. Hey What? Hey What? I like it in the butt. She's been on the show. She talked about how she's sometimes she feels guilty for the songs she sings and having sex in the butt because she's Christian. She doesn't think the Lord likes that stuff. Okay. Anyway, I think she's back on the ass sex. So she's moved to Vegas recently. If you've been watching the show or listening, you know that she moved to Vegas and she's been freestyling and getting a lot of hate for it. But she's been freestyling more often. And she's back at it again. Okay? She's back at it again. Here she is in the parking lot. She's going to do a new hit song called Guys and Drugs. Let's
check it out.
My mind is taking me on another ride. Always wondering what's on the other side.
This poor girl. Why is everything in a parking lot? I need to know. What
she's got a camera person this time, so that's something.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And like she's not fiddling with the angle at all, where it's kind of disorienting.
Slips in the brain down to the pussy up through
What? Wait, what?
Always wondering what's on the other side. Slips in the brain down to the pussy up through the heart, destroying every part. Is this all it's ever gonna be?
It's a Target parking lot. Just, I mean, if you guys were wondering what kind of parking lot, she just showed a Target. It's a Target parking lot. That's why there's so much space. Target gets some big parking lots.
Care about more than just my pussy. Guys and drugs, drugs and guys.
Guys and drugs and guys.
Are those the most important things in my life? Do I
Ross dressed her well.
There's a Ross. She's out at Ross Vegas.
What? Guys and drugs, drugs and guys. Guys and drugs, drugs and guys. My heart is always shattered into pieces. Pick those bitches up and pop them like Reese's.
Oh, man, it hurts. That one hurts. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm trying to get into my parking spot. Yeah.
I'm like Reese's Pieces. I don't even care anymore. Just get out of my hair. I don't even dare ever go with another guy because
Oh, forgot her own words.
you make me realize how much it sucks to be in a relationship. You treat me like shit, piece of shit. POS is what you are if you don't have a car. Oh shit, did I just say that? Well, guess what? I don't have a car either, so we both going down the
It really is just, it doesn't even need to rhyme. And I'm cool and you're not, and I'm driving in a car, and if you're not in a car, you're cool, but you're not, and I'm going down the same road. It's just a cadence. It's all it is a cadence.
the same road, we don't know where to go. We just going on the flow, we just going along for the ride. See you on the motherfucking other side.
Oh, look at this truck. There's a truck over here in the background. Keep an eye on this truck.
Never gonna see you on another ride with me. Why don't you?
The car's just going really slow.
Back again? Hey, we've already been. Okay, I want you back again. What? Don't you win? Oh, we just got back together. Now, baby, we'll never be together.
I mean, you don't do the talking parts. Don't do the talking parts if you're going to sing over your own song. Just let the talking parts speak for themselves.
So what's even happening? Is this playing live and she's singing over it, or was this added post?
I like to imagine whoever... No. Someone... So, someone's filming her, right? I like to imagine the guy's got two phones. And he's filming her, and he's got another phone with her track playing. And Allie's like, you can play a music on a phone and record at the same time. I don't know why I get this gut feeling. I don't think that's happening. I got a gut feeling that he's got two phones. And he's just playing one with her song on it next to him recording.
And it looks like one of them has a flashlight on too. Maybe he's just got the flash on the camera phone.
Right, yeah.
Oh, I understand why God says no to sex till you're wet, but I always find myself in the same damn bed. Guys and drugs.
I like to imagine Coop with a cassette playing. Yeah, this is Coop. And Coop's got his, like, first of all, he's got one of those big time. So Coop's filming this. John Coop, if you guys don't know, he's a guy on Periscope.
Oh, wow.
So he's got one of those big old timey, like, Sony cams, you know, and it's got the eyepiece. And he also has one of those old timey cassette players, and he's playing that. Oh, but she brought up the Lord. Did you hear that? Now I know why God says no to sex before you're wed. I always end up in another man's bed.
Oh, I understand why God says no to sex till you're wet, but I always find myself in the same damn bed.
There it is.
Guys and drugs, same damn bed. Guys and drugs, same damn seem to face my innocence. What do I want? Why do I flaunt? Why am I yo so sad? Why do boys hurt me so bad? Why do boys hurt me so bad? Why do God?
It ends in the middle.
Of course it does.
Of course it does. Her phone died, or she ran out of space.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
shit! Wait, it stopped.
Stop, Sass.
Should
Sass,
should I
stop.
delete it?
Should I delete it?
You want to start over?
Yeah, start over. Oh, this hurts. It's painful. This is sad if you think about it hard enough. Also, she's got an I Love Vegas pants on. You know what I mean? Her shorts say I Heart Vegas. You don't do that as a local anymore. That's
Got
not
it from the gift shop.
That's not a local. That's not local behavior. You shouldn't even be on the strip, bro.
I got my I Love Illinois pants on right now.
Do ya? Let's check out the comments. Wait, where'd it go? Damn it!
Damn girl, you fine girl.
Okay, well, let's take a. Okay, so there's definitely you fine girl. You an angel girl. But then there's gonna be some. There's gonna be some mean ones. Girl, you fell from heaven, dog. Where did it go? Okay, let's get to these comments. Where did it? Oh, come on. Fucking Facebook has this autoplay. Like, if you just let the video sit after it's done, it's like, here's a new video. They sneak a view out of you. I didn't authorize the view. That view. I didn't authorize that. That's view rape. So, top comment here. It's Lil Sassy saying, the moment you hate is the moment you admit how jealous you are of me, and I will win indefinitely.
That was legitness.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was.
All right. Happy Thanksgiving, someone says. This is just a gif of a guy popping Reese's here. Here. Pop it like Reese. What kind of dope is this bitch on? It's called she responds, it's called confidence, something you will never have, little dicked twit. Oh, shit. You seriously lecture people on their parenting, and here you are in a Target parking lot rapping badly about guys and drugs while wearing tacky booty shorts. You are a special kind of stupid. Also, invest in some oil products, girl, that shine. Yeah, girl. And another guy.
Is that Dave Anthony?
Yeah, girl, oil control. Is that 1040 in there? Hey, bald. And then she responds, hey, baldy. They do have hair implants for people like you. Shit.
Oh, wow. Baldest.
Barry. Hey, we can be baldest together. I love her. She's so cute. Is this a new Target ad? Dope. In the name of off-brand pumpkin spice latte fake Ugg-wearing ass is this. Please stop. Hey, Helen. Not too smart for a college grad, I see. So she must have went to Helen's page and saw she's in college or some shit. She forgot the lyrics to her own skanky song. Walmart parking lot video, y'all. OMG, okay. Yeah, it's tough to remember all the lyrics when you have 40 songs to remember, but you would know nothing about that because you're busy making videos about Sasquatch looking like redheaded freak. Sorry, you aren't getting as much attention from me.
You're stupid.
You're a fucking idiot. You know what? I'm thinking of hiring Dave Anthony as my personal insults assistant. I think he would love that. Yes, Helen, you're famous now for being a jealous-ass little girl who can't stand to lose 40 pounds and get some real eyebrows. Shit. She keeps going. Here's what it looks like to have some real views on your video, jealous little chump. Oh my God. You almost have 1 million people see your posts or nah? Let's see which one she links to.
Y'all don't really know, dude.
Oh, it's the classic one we watched. Oh,
cringiness.
Don't even have karaoke versions of your own songs, LOL. Bro, worry about the fact that you are a fire crotch, bearded dragon before you come to me about one of my songs out of 40 to remember you hideous freak. Haha, get mad, Lil Sassy. Freestyle about it, Lil Sassy. Why don't you share what you have going on since you seem to have so much going for you? All right, well, we get it. It's her arguing.
Mm-hmm.
The moment you hate is admit how jealous you are of me, and I will win indefinitely. And then Tommy says, the fact that you sit there and reply to every single comment to every single person is downright pathetic. This is why you're failing at life. Hey, Tom, dumb donut. I do what I want on my page, but why are you here? I'm getting my numbers up, and you would be doing... I don't know. All right, well, we get it. Lots of arguing. Lots of insults being traded. We just, if Lil Sassy, if you hear this, we laugh, we kid, we love you. We want you to succeed. I want her on the stage. I still would rather listen to Lil Sassy than fucking...
That's an awfully hot coffee pot.
Yeah, you know, that's still...
I mean, at least she's, you know, she's grassroots. She's out there doing it for real. I mean, he's a millionaire. That's his opener.
Right, yeah, exactly. Faking, acting like he's just in a random car garage. Bitch, you set that up, Eminem. You aren't just in a random parking garage. You know? All right, so let's get to... We got two... I got one more thing here, I think. Yeah, let's do... This is an article I saw called... This is about... Okay, so it's an article where the basis of it is asking for a smaller slice of cake, you know, when they're handing out cakes. Like, oh, give me a small one. It's fatphobic, okay? Did you know this, Andy T?
Go on.
This article's called Take the Cake. No, I won't cut you a smaller slice of cake. Oh, shit. From Virgie Tovar. Okay, we're going to open her link. We'll have her ready. There's a ritual that happens at birthday parties and office celebrations all over the country. There's a good chance that it's happening somewhere right now as you read this. No, it's too late right now. It usually goes something like this. Person 1, do you want a slice of cake? Person 2, well, maybe a small piece. A really small piece. Oh my god, not that big. This slice is bigger than the planet Saturn. This slice is bigger than all my tiny sea creatures at the bottom of the ocean. I need like half of that. No, smaller than that. Smaller. How triggered are you from someone asking for a small piece of cake? A cake-related fatphobic incident, or CRFI for short, is that moment when it's time to eat delicious cake and an otherwise joyous experience gets ruined by a moralizing impulse. No, it's called discipline. That's all it's called. There's almost always at least one person who delay the cake experience because they personally feel compelled to publicly declare their slice is too large and it has too much frosting on it, and that person is cutting the cake. Almost inevitably, a woman needs to do some disproportionate amount of work in order to accommodate their need. It's not a disproportionate amount of work to cut a smaller slice of cake. It's the same amount of work. Recently,
it screws up the whole ratio then.
This screws up the ratio. Recently, someone on Facebook told me about a CRFI. What was that again? What is a cake-related fatphobic incident during which she was personally asked to scrape off the frosting from one person's cake and add 2 forks to it because they were planning to share the naked cake. That is a sin. You scrape... The only thing that makes cake good is the frosting. If you don't like frosting, you bet just go to pie. You got to go back to... You got to go to a brownie or go to pie. If you're eating cake without frosting, get out of my life. Anyway. I was aghast. If you've never been relegated to cake cutting duty, let me explain it to you, what it feels like. Cutting a cake is way more difficult than you would imagine. No. Come on. I am sure that it's because of misogyny that people believe the skills such as cake cutting are things that all humans are endowed with. But anyway, I don't...
What?
Everything's misogyny and fatphobic. Maybe you just suck. Every time they bring up this shit, I just go, you know what? Maybe you're just a shitty person. You know, maybe people don't like you because you suck. I was not one of those people who mistakenly believed this odious lie until I had to cut cake. There are specific challenges that I hadn't anticipated. To begin with, you must figure out how to make the establishing cut. Do you want to trace gently into the frosting with a knife so you can use it as a guide? Or are you going to be cavalier and just free cut? Triangles or squares? Everyone has an opinion about how to cut a cake, so you're going up against a long-held belief systems on the proper way to cut and serve. No, nobody ever talks about that ever. These are all
Exactly.
Nobody ever argues about that. And you know how you tell if you cut it into squares or it's the same thing with pizza, you fucking idiots.
If it's square, you cut it square.
If it's a circle, you cut it into triangles. Is this one of these? I'm wondering if it's one of these articles. You know what I mean? That remember how we came across the article? I'm coming across more and more, and I'm starting to stockpile them. And it's these divisive articles that bitch about nonsense, and they lead to non-authors that don't exist. And I'm like, these are just made to make people angry. I wonder if this is the case. Let's see here. Virgie Tovar. Okay, she's got a Twitter. She's been around since 2008. This is a real person. Yeah.
Against fat phobia.
Virgie Tovar is a fabulous fat girl and the editor of Hot and Heavy, Fierce Fat Girls on Life, Love, and Fashion. Hashtag lose hate, not weight. Oh,
what?
That's in her bio. Okay, this is her website. I don't know what she's fucking wearing here. What is this? What is she wearing?
She's daring people.
She's aggressive. This is aggressive. This is like when, you know, remember I was a punk kid. I would paint my fingernails black because I thought it was cool. But part of me on the inside liked it when people would go, "Oh, why are your fingernails black?" I wanted to argue with you. Okay? And
is that piece of shit that used to wear Hawaiian shirts? Now he's got black fingernails.
I used to listen, and then I had to kind of realize that about myself. Like, what are you doing? You're asking for it. You are asking for it. And this is garbage. Flawless. Anyway, let's keep going.
What her belt says.
Yeah, it's her belt. Her belt says flawless. Then there's the fact that the knife gets dirty very quickly, so you make incisions less and less precise with each slice. You scrape the knife! You gotta balance the cake once it's been sliced. You've got to get it to the plate, which is a very complex combination of physics and geometry or something. Then you have to enlist someone who's willing to pass out the cake because otherwise you're doing double duty. And above all of that, you oftenly additionally must deal with that one or two people who inevitably start a chain reaction. Someone needs to let everyone know that the cake is too big for them. Then, once that person says it, inevitably others join in. What could have been a wonderful, beautiful, and joyous experience is now a race to the bottom.
That's why you cut the cake, put it out, and then people can do whatever they want with it.
Yeah. Let's take a step back and view what's happening here through a critical lens. Cake-related fatphobic incidents typically happen in environments where they're primarily or exclusively women. Women are I've asked for smaller slices. I ain't no woman. Check my wiener out, dog. It's sperms. Women are disproportionately affected by diet culture because diet culture maps into sexism. You know, diets, health, it's all sexism. All the things that is wrong with you or any issues that you may have with yourself, it's everybody else's fault. It ain't your fault. It just keeps going. I can't keep reading this, but you get it. You live in a culture that, if you are a repeat cake-related fat-phobic incident offender and feel implicated by this article, no need to be defensive. Oh, she's talking to me because I'm defensive. You live in a culture that is dedicated to our collective dehumanization, and you were unwittingly enlisted in the project of sexist complicity, friend. You can totally stop investing in patriarchy, like right now, and join my friends and me in committing to the collective liberation of women and fat people by ending the policing and moralizing of cake products. This is a person that's miserable, wants you to join in on the fun, the non-fun. Good Lord. How dare someone want a smaller slice? It's fatphobic, Andy T. It's fatphobic. How dare you?
I mean, just take whatever you get. I don't know why you got to ask for a smaller slice.
I mean, if they're cutting, I go, give me a smaller one. I don't need a giant piece of cake. First of all, if it's cake. Especially.
Yeah, if it's mid-cut, but you're not going to, someone hands you a cake, you're not going to say, take it back, right?
No. I'll just.
So those people are jerks.
I'll take a bite and throw it away, if I have to.
But if they're mid-cut, you're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, that is ravishly.com. Let's see what other articles they got here. I just want to see their history here.
It's like solid bunch of cake articles.
Comfort and chaos. Okay. Is it sexual assault if you're married? Oh, shit.
Too real.
No, wives are property, okay?
That's what it says.
It's in
the article says.
It's in the contract. That's what the article says here. Wives are property. Wow, that made a turn I didn't think it was going to happen. All right, let's see what else we got here. Let's just read the titles. Consent is hard when your family's culture demands touching. How to make sure you never get sexually assaulted. Okay. 10 reasons coffee is a lifesaver. Okay, cool. That's a good one. 4 ways to be Christmas as fuck. Let's check that one out. I'm interested. Let's see who wrote this one. This one's written by Carrie. Send Elf on a Shelf everywhere your child goes. Buy your Christmas dinner from William Sonoma. What is William Sonoma? I don't know. Practice minimalism. Refuse to receive gifts. Oh, okay. It's better to give than receive, right? Your self-esteem will soar higher than Bethlehem's star when you refuse to give in to getting. So don't settle for the lesser of two options. Don't be so... By the way, okay, there's a little piece here. This is a very beautiful peek into the inside of whoever wrote this. Refuse to receive gifts. Sounds selfless, right? It sounds selfless. You're being refuse to receive gifts. It's better to give yours now has nothing to do with the other person. Your self-esteem soar higher than Bethlehem's star when you refuse to give in to getting. So it's still all about making you feel better. So it fucking makes not receiving gifts a moot point because you're still being selfish. Am I making sense?
I guess, but then you deny the other people the feeling of giving a gift.
That's true too. But I mean, if you're gonna go give because it'll make other people happy. No, it's not about making other people happy in this. It's about your self-esteem. It's about building you up. That's all this is. I hate him. Let's nuke this site. Who wrote this one? Carrie, I hate you. You suck. All right, let's get out of here.
You stupid.
As my favorite man, Dave Anthony, says, you're an idiot! All right, let's get out of here.
Got her.
Got her. She got burned, bro. He got burned. You're a moron! Love Dave Anthony, man. It's just, I love that you could just search one. I love advanced Twitter search and that you just see the pages of scrolling pages where he's calling people stupid. Hilarious. Let's wrap it up. iTunes. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Fun show. I had a blast. I hope you did too. That's the show. Check us out, selfindulgentpodcast.com. Subscribe on YouTube. Self-Indulgent Podcast on YouTube. Join our private Facebook group. Just search SIP Crew. Good show, stupid. Andy T, go ahead. You got any drops for us?
Drops.
Drops. You got any plugs?
There haven't been an episode in a while, but check out Technophilia. There's a bunch of episodes up. Me and Scotty Lou, your brother, playing some games, talking about them.
On YouTube. Technophilia.
YouTube. Technophilia, YUH at the end.
Sweet. All right, guys. Well, thanks for hanging. We'll talk to you soon. For Annie T and SIP and Dave Anthony and Al Nation. Oh, that didn't rhyme. And Lil Sassy. Saying talk to you guys later.
You're listening to the Self-Indulgent Podcast. Do you like hot dogs? Then you'll love the Self-Indulgent Podcast. Do you like Lupe Fiasco? Then you'll love the Self-Indulgent Podcast. Do you like Poop Block Jones? Then you'll love the Self-Indulgent Podcast. www.selfindulgentpodcast.com.